Welcome to RidgeLife. I'm Tim, and today on Ramblings, we got progress. We got huge progress. I'm over here at Meredith's farm. You can see behind me, I'm in the barn, and we've got wood on the walls. That's right, guys, wood on the wall. Meredith is going to have her two donkeys, Hee-Haw and Eeyore, gelded. That's right, castrated here in just a couple weeks. And we've got to have a place in the barn. We need to have two stables ready so they can be isolated and kept clean and dry. You know, with all this winter rain and cold weather and everything. So the donkeys got to be put in a stable. And right now, Meredith's barn didn't have any stables, right? It was just insulated walls. Well, now we've got wood up, but we've also have to get the geotextile fabric down, the light hoof mud control system, get rubber matting on top, or gravel. Gravel has to go on top of the mud control system, the light hoof, and then of course rubber matting on top of that. How much do we get done this weekend? You're gonna have to wait and find out, because we're gonna do a live premiere today, I believe at 4 p.m. Central on RidgeLife. If you want to see what Meredith and I got done this weekend, make sure you go over and you can watch it live with us. Of course, you can watch it on the replay anytime, but that should be out 4 p.m. Central. I had a great time. Now, it is cold. We did have some obstacles. It is cold. You know, Meredith, in case you remember, last time Meredith worked with me on RidgeLife was putting the insulation in the power shed, and it was so hot. Oh my gosh, that was hot. And she's a little bit sweat averse in hot weather, you know, when she works, you know. She's an attorney. That's not the atmosphere she normally works in. But she is a trooper though. Oh my gosh, guys. With the weather being as cold as it is, she got out and she was using the nail gun. I mean, not the little brad nailer. She was using the big pneumatic air gun, or nail gun. And she's also putting up the big, now this is pressure treated, 3/4 inch pressure treated plywood. And it is, they said it was between 75 and 90 pounds a sheet, which is way heavier than a regular sheet of 3/4 inch plywood. That impregnated moisture barrier, wicking, termite, you know, all that stuff. Now, it does not have arsenic. A lot of people worried about the pressure-treated plywood messing up the horses, you know, giving them toxicity and everything, and the donkeys and the cows. They use much less toxic materials in the pressure treating now. No arsenic in there. But yeah, she worked her tail off, and I am so proud. Now, she's at work today, and I stayed here to get some things done, because we've got Summertown Metals in today to work on the Dutch doors. That's right. If you remember, when we built the barn, well, we had the barn built by Summertown Metals. They installed 5 Dutch doors, stable doors, and you know, there's a latch that opens both doors. There's a latch that separates the top and bottom door, and you should be able to lock the bottom door closed while the top door opens. Well, the latching system didn't quite work right. So they're out here today. I was here to meet them to get this situated. They just left to get some materials. They're gonna be coming back, and I figured I'd get a rambling out to you while we're waiting. I already fed all the animals this morning, and they were happy to be fed. And now we're just waiting on to get these Dutch doors done. I'll upload this rambling to you, get this out as soon as possible. I gotta grab a bite to eat lunch too. I'm starving. I haven't had nothing today. And then of course at 4 o'clock, we've got the live premiere. And I do have some more good news, but I'll tell you that tomorrow over there at the Ridge. I'll be back on the Ridge tomorrow. I thought I was going to be there today, but when Summertown Metals said they needed to come out and work on these doors, I said, well, I'll just stick around and work on this video to be able to get this out to you today instead of tomorrow. So you'll be a live premiere of all the work that Meredith did, and I videoed her. You know, I'm really good at just videoing people work. At least so I'm told, right? So actually, Meredith held the GoPro most of the time, and her color commentary is hilarious. When I put the video on the timeline and cut out, you know, the beginnings and ends, you know, with setting up the scene, we still had an hour and 20 minutes of usable video after me cutting it all down. Obviously, an hour and 20 minutes is a little bit long to be putting up plywood and all the stuff on the ground and everything. So I cut that down and I got it to under an hour. And usually when I got a video that's just under an hour or so, I'll do a live premiere. Now it's considerably less than an hour this time. Well, preferably, guys, when we're making videos on YouTube, on the RidgeLife, or my friends, their main channels, we shoot for 20 to 45 minutes. That way, it's like watching a television show. Some people like the half-hour television show. Some people like an hour long. Of course, there's commercials in there that push it, to 45 minutes to an hour. So, but this one, from an hour and 20 minutes down to like 50, without cutting out too much funny stuff of Meredith carrying the GoPro around and talking about the color of my tools and how her tools are better than my tools. Of course, I know my tractor is better than her tractor. Wait till you see. Oh my gosh. This was some funny stuff. So let's see. Yeah, summertime comes back. We'll get these doors finished out. Hopefully Meredith, when she gets home this evening, she likes what she sees. I told him she's the final verdict, not me. This is her barn. And she knows way more about what it takes to stable horses and cows and donkeys and all that than me. Structurally and mechanically and all that, I can go, yeah, it looks pretty good. But as far as 1,200 pound horse leaning into a door, is that latch really going to hold? And that was the issue we had before, is the way they had the latch mounted to the frame. It was like metal bending every time that we'd push on it, just a little bit of force. That's not going to work. And of course, the latches on the outside, we don't even have those. Where the bottom door swings open, it's supposed to click in place and hold it. Yeah, that wasn't even there. So, well, hopefully they get all that taken care of. When Meredith gets home, she is super happy. Now, I think tonight Hudson's got a football dinner. So I'm going to take Willa to dance, and then Meredith and Hudson won't be home till late this evening. And then I'm going to go back to the Ridge and prepare for that good news. I'll do a rambling with you tomorrow, giving you that good news, and then we'll see what I got to do tomorrow to make it happen. Of course, it's still deer season here in West Tennessee. I got 2 deer on ice. Am I going to go do some more deer hunting? I don't know. I'm not seeing the big bucks much more on the trail cameras like we were. I think that the main rut, where the bucks are running around, I think we're on lockdown now, where the bucks are holed up with their does. But again, all the does that did not get bred 28 days later, around Christmas time, will go into estrus or heat again, and the bucks will then intensify their rut. Now, it's not as big as the first rut, the November rut, but you do get a little bit more daylight buck activity. So I would like to get another doe or a buck. So I got a doe the first time, muzzle loading. I got that 7-point buck the second time, rifle. Now the third one, I don't care if it's a buck or a doe. Right? I just want to backstrap in the freezer. Now, if Morgan comes up for Christmas, I'd love for him to get one. Uncle Sonny, and I'd like to get Meredith's kids to maybe do some hunting with me. I don't know if Willa would. I would love to see Hudson. He's 14, and I don't know if he's shot a rifle much, so we might need to get out and do some practice. I'd love to introduce Meredith's kids a little bit more to that kind of outdoor activity. They ride horses, they ski, they do all kinds of play football and dance and all that stuff. But country life outdoor activities a little bit different. Riding 4-wheelers and side-by-sides out in the woods, and hunting and fishing, and those are the things I grew up doing outdoors. So hopefully I can impart a little bit of my outdoors experiences on them, and maybe they'll love them, maybe they won't, and that maybe they'll pick up the new favorite hobby. I'd love to be able to share that with them. Well, as we know, Meredith is not going to be the big prime hunter on the Ridge. She loves, she's okay with eating the harvest. She just doesn't want to partake in taking the harvest. She's more the I love Bambi kind of person, so, and I got no problem with that. Everybody's a little bit different, and I love her for all her differences. So this weekend is going to be, this coming weekend is going to be a busy one too. We'll be back here in the barn getting more work done. I tell you right now, the gravel did not show up. Right, so the gravel for the 2 stables we're working on, did not show up. So hopefully, well, what happened was it was too wet. The ground outside is just saturated. Meredith's backyard's on a slope, and that dump truck would just sink and would not be able to get back up the hill. So as soon as it's dry enough for the dump truck to get down here by the barn, have them dump one full load of this really small, fine limestone, clean gravel. It's really small, and it fits in that light hoof erosion control very, very nicely. And then we can finish up, those 2 stalls, and I'm going to continue working around getting the wood up, while I'm waiting. And then of course, back on the ridge, I got tons of stuff to do, and I'm looking forward to some new things I haven't told you about on the ridge, and that should be really, really fun. Hopefully they show up here pretty soon. I'm gonna cut this one a little bit short so I can get it up to you quicker, and see you all at 4 p.m. for the live premiere of what we got going on behind us. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed today's video and you're excited to see Meredith kick butt and take some names. I know I am. I mean, it was fun. We had a really, really good time. I will say my toe is hurt. We had a little injury. Matter of fact, we broke a tool that went flying. My toe got smashed. We dropped some things, and it was hilarious. I mean, no one got hurt, really hurt in making the video, but a lot of egos got hurt, I'll tell you. Oh, and I had an incident with my truck too. My truck in the trailer in the barn. Yeah, you're not going to miss that. You're not going to miss it. So hopefully I'll see you today at 4 o'clock live on RidgeLife. So guys, if you like today's video, give it a big old thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. It's always 100% free. Hit that notification bell right down there to be notified anytime a new video comes out on one of my channels. So guys, until next time, hope everyone has a blessed day, and go RidgeLife. Woo!